So often in life we get things wrong out of sheer fear. Many of us go around dreading that things will go wrong, and then we make them go wrong because we become tense and defensive, and we start seeing problems where there aren't any, and we start acting as if the world is against us. And when we act as if the world is against us, the world turns against us because we start acting in a hostile manner. And we're probably not aware of it because we feel the fear inside, and we feel defensive, and we feel self-protective, and we think that other people should notice that and should take account of it and should stand by us or understand us. The trouble is, you see, that everyone else feels the same way. We often assume that it's okay to do special pleading and imagine that we're the center of the world, when actually there's billions of us all thrown together, and every single one of us is a universe in its own right, and every single one of us has this inner experience of being hollow and being under threat at times, and not being able to cope or not seeing the way forward. And all of us imagine that those around us should make things easier for us, or at least should stop making things so much harder. So we need to remember that it is our personal responsibility to create safety in our own little world. So our inner world, at the very least, should become strong and reliable, so that we don't depend on other people's goodwill to bail us out or make things better or understand us when we don't understand ourselves. So we really need to work at that. We need to work at finding peace, security, safety, balance, inner care, inner integrity, inner kindness, and just peace and quiet every day to work on that inner atmosphere that we take outside into the world. We have a responsibility to do so. It's the same responsibility as we have towards keeping our house clean, or looking after our car, or looking after our garden. Our inner world needs to be tended, just like a garden. We can let things grow freely, and we can let them sprawl, but when they become dangerous, we need to tend to it, and we need to create an atmosphere there where the sunlight can reach us, and where we can find that kind of succor, that kind of safety, that kind of support in ourselves that we need in order to be coping with everyday life. So be careful with yourself. Make it a priority to look after that sovereign safety inside of you. And then stop imagining that the world is all against you. The world is full of people who aren't coping either. And when you start looking after yourself, you will start recognizing that it is like that for the people around you who react against you. And instead of reacting against them, you will be able to make more room for them and to make some allowances for their negativity. So stop putting negativity and hostility into the world out of a sense of fear or a sense of deserving special treatment, and start trying to create that little bit of extra that allows you to inject something good and positive and reflective into the world around you. And then the atmosphere will change, not just inside of you, but around you too. So start tending that inner garden and start looking at other people, understanding their difficulties and their troubles as well as you're understanding your own. Be peaceful, be kind, be good to yourself, and be good to others when you have a little bit spare capacity. Take good care of your life. It's worth doing.